sensitive ass that just came out of this little, I don't know where they come from, but niggas be getting wild emotional. Niggas be turning into big super police. Just be trying to have fun.
Busta Rhymes is heated right now. And word on the street is, he's allegedly threatening 50 Cent over some wild footage that's about to pop up in 50's new Diddy documentary. And trust, this ain't just gossip. Folks close to the situation are saying this video could seriously shake the table. Now, we already know 50's been stacking receipts on Diddy and those infamous FO parties for years. But what's got Busta sweating? Sources claim there's actual footage of him right in the middle of the madness, side by side with Diddy. And it's not a good look at all. But that's not even the craziest part. Just a few months back, Busta's ex-bodyguard, big homie CC, popped out with some explosive claims. He said Busta's been into certain scenes for a long time, and according to him, the club scene been knew what time it was. Promoters would line up young dudes to keep Busta entertained in VIP whenever he rolled through, big homie CC claimed. And now, it's looking like 50's got the footage to back that all the way up. Insiders are whispering that there's a specific party video, allegedly showing Busta and Diddy involved in a full-on wild session with several men, who are rumored to be adult workers Diddy supposedly hired. That clip alone could have people looking at Busta real different.
Busta, I got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth.
But it doesn't stop there. Multiple men have now come forward, claiming Busta allegedly made unwanted moves on them in the past. They're saying every time they ran into him, he was always pushing them to party Diddy style, whatever that means. The stories are stacking up fast, and they're not looking good. With 50 Cent behind the camera and Netflix lined up to stream it, Busta's threats might just be empty noise at this point. This doc is moving forward, and if the rumors are true, things are about to get messy. If anything, Busta might have just locked himself into a bigger role in 50 Cent's new film, without even trying. So now people are asking, what's really going on behind the scenes? Why is Busta suddenly losing it? And what exactly does 50 have on him that's got him spiraling like this? Let's unpack it.
I've seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like, every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack.
With all this mess and crazy accusations swirling around Busta Rhymes lately, it was only a matter of time before 50 jumped into the mix. And of course, he didn't keep quiet. Right before they hit the stage together at the Humor and Harmony Comedy Fest, 50 was already throwing shade Busta's way. Real slick. He cracked a joke about Busta possibly showing up in that infamous bright yellow leather outfit from the 1999 MTV VMAs. You know the one? 50 even posted a pic of Busta in it and said, Busta cannot wear this to Humor and Harmony. Busta, I don't care who made the outfit. You gotta come with some fly-ish to Shreveport. LOL. Then Busta fired back quick. He clowned 50 by posting an AI-generated photo of him with the caption, I keep telling y'all, the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop. I thought it was Father's Day, 50 Cent. And you out here looking like this? Don't let me find out this how you be in the mirror preparing your look for Shreveport. At the time, it looked like they were just joking. Light trolling between old friends. But now, it's starting to feel like 50 wasn't playing at all. People close to the situation are saying he's got actual footage of Busta and Diddy doing things that could seriously change how folks see them. But before we dive into that clip, we gotta rewind and talk about those wild VIP rumors. If you missed it, Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, went on the Art of Dialogue and didn't hold back. He flat out called Busta a super zest monster and claimed he's been acting real strange around certain dudes for years. Big Homie said what happened in the VIP sections wasn't no secret to the club scene. People knew.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was this little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? So this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, if you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know that.
And now, it's looking like those whispers might have had receipts all along. According to Big Homie CC, this whole situation with Busta Rhymes ain't even surprising to folks in the industry. It's been one of those unspoken secrets for years, especially among club promoters. Allegedly, every time Busta got booked for a party, the promoters already knew the assignment. His VIP section had to come fully loaded with the right kind of entertainment. Big Homie even spilled about one crazy night involving actor-model Don Benjamin and one of Don's close friends, a gay man. And according to him, the second Busta laid eyes on this dude, it was on. Big Homie said Busta didn't waste a single second. He grabbed the guy and pulled him straight into VIP like he was picking out a prize. And here's the wild part. Busta allegedly wouldn't even let the man leave. Big Homie claimed Busta was glued to this guy the entire night, making sure he stayed right next to him. And get this, it wasn't some one-time thing. Big Homie said this was Busta's usual move. Promoters knew the deal already. Once Busta showed up, they had to gather the finest men they could find, or else it was gonna be a problem. Big Homie even said Busta was all up on that guy, calling him cute all night long and making sure nobody got in the way. Once he had that man locked into the VIP, it was a wrap. No exit, no space, just Busta all in. But here's where things get even crazier. According to Big Homie, people in the industry been knowing about Busta's alleged preferences for over a decade. So when someone asked him why nobody ever spoke up, his answer was straight up cold. Everybody wants to be in that VIP section with Busta. And just when you think that was the peak, Big Homie hit folks with another bombshell that barely got the attention it deserved. Big Homie CC didn't stop with the VIP stories. He went even deeper and brought up Busta's alleged history of putting hands on women. But this time, he hinted there might be a bigger reason behind it. According to Big Homie, like a lot of men who live double lives, Busta might be dealing with some deep resentment toward women.
I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around, I'm like, man, did he just say that? Man, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was.
And that anger could be spilling out in ugly ways. Now, if you think this is just one bitter ex-bodyguard trying to stir up drama for clout, think again. There's been a whole lineup of men stepping forward with their own Busta encounters, and some of these stories are wild. Let's go back to 2020. Social media personality Trip Ali hit YouTube and dropped his own experience with Busta in NYC. Trip said he was just heading out to a Halloween party. Regular night, dressed up, and ready to have fun. But then Busta allegedly pulled up and invited him personally to slide through VIP. At first, Tripp thought it was just a normal club vibe. Some celebrity hospitality, no big deal. But things took a sharp left real quick. Tripp ended up getting into a heated argument with one of his close friends who definitely wasn't feeling the idea of going to Busta's party. The fight got so serious, it turned into a full-blown physical altercation right there in the middle of New York City. Tripp said the whole thing shook him up so bad, he canceled his club plans on the spot. On top of that, his friend just dipped and left him stranded. But looking back, Tripp said that might have been a blessing in disguise. Because now, with everything coming out, he's not so sure what kind of scene he was about to walk into in Busta's VIP. The way these stories keep piling up, it's painting a picture that's hard to ignore. Fast forward to 2021, and once again the streets were buzzing. Folks saying Busta was back outside, allegedly trying to holler at men on the low. But what really had people talking was the claim that paparazzi caught him slipping, supposedly leaving a gay pride event with a trans woman. That move right there had social media on fire. And just when things were starting to settle, Orlando Brown popped back up and sent the internet spiraling again. In one of his latest wild rants, he claimed he didn't just mess around with Diddy, but said he was with Busta too, along with a whole crew of industry dudes.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy, like. But if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like, when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different. But man, you ask, bro, anybody that's in the mix, bro, like you know, bro, most of these dudes, bro, putting on a major act. They don't wanna be themselves.
It's crazy.
They'll get mad at you for buying bottles of champagne to get a girl. They'll get mad, oh, we don't want these bottle rats in our section. What are we here for? Why are y'all here then? What are y'all here for? Just because y'all got booked to be here, okay, but sometimes they not booked. They just in there. So and what they looking for, it ain't gonna be what you thinking of, oh God.
Made love with? That's how he said it. Now sure, most folks usually brush off Orlando when he starts saying outrageous stuff. But let's be real. If you've watched any of his more recent interviews, he's been coming off way more focused and way less chaotic. And honestly, some of what he's saying is starting to sound a little too specific to ignore. Now, Busta possibly being on the DL is one thing, but what really needs some attention is the fact that, just like Diddy, Busta's also been known to get physical over the pettiest drama. His rap sheet goes all the way back to 2006 when prosecutors tried to hit him with a weapons charge over a run-in with some random bystander. And get this, according to Billboard, they claimed Busta had an actual machete stashed in his car. Like, who even rides around with that? Then in 2007, boom, more legal problems. This time, Busta got arrested again for allegedly putting hands on his former driver during an argument over money. He ended up pleading guilty to both cases and got slapped with 3 years of probation. But that wasn't the end of the chaos. Not even close. The mess just kept following him. And the deeper folks dig, the more layers start peeling back. Back in 2009, the New York Post dropped a bomb. exposing that Busta had to fork over $75,000 to a fan after a club incident got way out of hand. According to the fan, all he did was try to leave Busta's show early, and it turned into a whole situation. The guy said he came out to see Fabulous perform, but when Fab never hit the stage, he stood up and started heading for the exit while Busta was still performing. That's when Busta allegedly lost it.
New York City, you know, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, you know, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy, and his friend that had came in from Detroit. Friend that had came in from Detroit. And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand.
The fan claimed Busta yelled, "Get down! I'm not good enough for you!" Then, Busta allegedly chucked 2 water bottles at him and even told his bodyguard to punch the dude in the face. Over leaving early? Wild. With Busta's history of flying off the handle, it's no surprise he's been tight with Diddy since way back in the 90s. Besides their shared tempers, rumors say they've got something else in common. A questionable attraction to much younger men. And honestly, the way Busta's been handling the Diddy scandal has been raising eyebrows left and right. When those first allegations against Diddy started bubbling up, Busta was quick to hop online and tell fans to reserve opinions. Now pause. Why would you even feel the need to say that? Unless you're trying to protect someone? That kind of comment hits different when folks are talking about serious accusations like abuse, power games, and multiple alleged victims. Some reportedly being very young. Saying mind your business in a moment like that? Not a good look at all. Now fast forward, Diddy's entire world is crashing down. Federal raids, major lawsuits, and now an official indictment. And suddenly, Busta is acting like he barely even knows the man. No more defending, no more let's wait and see, just silence. Like he's hoping this all passes by without touching. But let's keep it real. Busta might be dodging questions now, but with all this heat building up, he won't be able to play dumb for long, especially since the streets are saying 50 Cent's got way more to drop. This upcoming Diddy documentary, it's about to shake the whole industry. And yes, Busta Rhymes' name is allegedly on that list. If there's one thing everybody knows about 50 Cent, it's that he's got the memory of an elephant. He never forgets who said what or who did what, especially when it comes to Diddy. From the beginning, 50 made it clear he wasn't messing around with those infamous Diddy parties. He saw the red flags early and made sure to keep his distance. While everybody else was out there popping bottles and turning up behind the scenes, 50 was watching, silently clocking who was showing up, who was saying yes to those shady invites, and who was getting too comfortable in that VIP.
He says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists of all time.
And now, It's 50's turn to speak, and he's not holding anything back. Word on the street is this Diddy doc is gonna be the industry's worst nightmare. No filters, no soft edits, just raw truth. According to sources, this thing is going to expose names, and Busta's is allegedly front and center on that list of rappers who supposedly got real cozy with Diddy in some questionable situations. This ain't just another hip-hop documentary. This is G-Unit Films and Television Inc. pulling the curtain back on years of whispers, secrets, and scandal. And while we don't have a confirmed drop date yet, insiders are saying it's close. Real close. Everybody who thought they could outrun the past? 50's coming with receipts. And when he shows up, nobody's safe. And here's where things get even hotter. Insiders are now whispering that the documentary won't just expose party stories and VIP rumors. It's digging deep into actual transactions, payoffs, and cover-ups. Allegedly, some of these big names, Busta included, were not just attending Diddy's secret events, but may have been involved in helping keep things quiet. Yeah, we're talking NDAs, hush money, and even pressure put on folks to stay silent. People close to the project are saying 50 Cent's team has collected interviews, receipts, texts, and even footage that could flip the image of some of the most respected names in hip-hop. This ain't just tabloid-level mess. It's looking like a full-on expose that could spark legal moves, sever longtime friendships, and completely change the legacy of a few rap legends. Busta's name keeps getting brought up in connection to some of the more intense moments. Sources say there's unreleased footage allegedly showing him deep in the mix, not just partying, but possibly helping coordinate some of these events. And with multiple people from inside the industry now willing to speak anonymously, it's becoming harder for anyone involved to act like they didn't know what was going on. And here's the twist. Folks are saying the documentary may also feature former employees, drivers, assistants, security, who are finally coming forward. These are the people who saw it all but stayed quiet for years. Until now. If what's being reported is true, this documentary might not just take down Diddy. It could blow open the entire network around him. And Busta? He's right in the middle of it. 50 ain't just telling a story. He's dropping bombs. And once this goes live, the internet is not gonna let it go. Now, here's the real kicker. Insiders are saying that not only is Busta panicking, but he's allegedly been trying to stop the doc behind the scenes. Yep, word is he's been reaching out to folks close to 50, trying to smooth things over or even get certain parts cut out. But let's be honest, that's not gonna work on 50. If anything, that just amps him up even more. And apparently, 50's already heard the chatter. He knows Busta's been making calls and trying to apply pressure. But instead of backing off, 50's been doubling down. Sources say he's even added more to the documentary after hearing about Busta's behind-the-scenes scramble. It's like every move Busta makes is just making it worse. Allegedly, some of the footage being included shows Busta and Diddy together at multiple events, private parties, hotel gatherings, and after-hours spots that weren't meant for cameras. But now, those clips are reportedly in the final edit. Insiders are saying this footage has never been seen before, and it's damning. And here's the wildest part. This doc might not even stop with Busta. There are other names, big names, who are reportedly tied up in all of this. But Busta's getting the heat early because he's one of the most recognizable faces involved. 50's not playing with anybody. And if Busta thought throwing out threats or playing innocent would save him, it's too late for all that now. From what we're hearing, the documentary is set to shake the entire entertainment world. And once Busta's scenes hit the screen, the internet is gonna explode because some secrets don't stay buried forever. And guess what? This whole thing is set to drop on Netflix, with none other than Emmy award-winning director and executive producer Alex Stapleton behind the camera. So yeah, expect high-quality, no-holds-barred storytelling that's about to flip the industry upside down. But here's where it gets even messier. Sources close to Busta are saying he already knows what's coming. Allegedly, he's been moving behind the scenes, trying to pull some strings and get his name scrubbed from the doc. Word is, he even sent a warning to 50, telling him to leave him out of it. But let's keep it all the way real. Busta sending threats probably just pushed 50 further. If there's one thing we know about 50 Cent, it's that he lives for this kind of challenge. The more you try to shut him down, the louder he gets. So if Busta is really part of what's going down, there's zero chance he's getting cut out now. Now the million-dollar question is, what's Busta so scared of? If there's nothing to hide, why not just stay quiet and let it blow over? The fact that he's allegedly trying to stop it behind the scenes is making everything look way more suspicious. So tell me what you think. Is Busta really tangled up in Diddy's mess? Or is his name just getting dragged for drama? And do you think 50 Cent's documentary is about to blow the lid off the entire game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're rocking with the content. Subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And share this video if you're ready for the truth to come out. I'll catch you in the next one. It's only getting crazier from here.